with a musician we think is super talented and you should get to know better. We ask them questions we think you'd like to hear, but you can also leave your own by leaving a comment during the show's live stream. We'll get to as many as possible, being sure to leave lots of time for stripped-down, intimate performances. Now, this is our first time doing the show live, so we ask that you bear with us as we may experience a technical difficulty or two here and there. My name is Benji Greeson, and I'm coming to you from the Abbeville, South Carolina Square. Here, Benji Greeson has been the host of the Southern 5 Morning Show locally on WZLA 92.9 FM for many years running. Tonight, we're honored to have him here as our host. He is already good friends with our featured artist, Clay Page. Long before Clay's trip to the American Idol finals, the two had bonded on Benji's show over everything from musical taste to the best taste of food to be found in Abbeville. To the locals, Clay Page is no stranger. He's always been that country singer from Elberton, Georgia. He has played at festivals from Cowan Falls to 96, not to mention some fairly big stages around the country. In February, he headlined a concert to a capacity crowd at the Abbeville Opera House. Late last year, he released his most recent album titled Down Home. Tonight, he's here to talk about it and hopefully play some songs from it. It is my great pleasure now to introduce to you Benji Greeson and Clay Page.
All right, welcome. We are live here downtown Abbeville. It is the Square on Air. Very first episode here, pilot episode. Could not be more pleased to be here tonight. And I've got one of my good friends here with me, my man, Mr. Clay Page. Clay, man, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
I'm excited to be here, Benji.
What a beautiful place this is, right?
I'm telling you, this is great, man.
Yeah.
It's like late night.
Yeah, right. It's the Tonight Show. Now, I don't have all the props that Jimmy Fallon has. I'm not as smooth and as charismatic as David Letterman, maybe.
I think you better, bro.
But we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to hear some great live music, and Clay Page is going to be playing some tunes. We're really going to get to learn a little bit more about Mr. Clay Page here. Man, look, you're 25 years old, and you've already had one of the most, you've lived a pretty good life here, you know, with your playing and touring and all the different things you've experienced, man. But I think a big misconception is that a lot of people think that you just kind of started, and that's not been the case whatsoever.
That's right, man. That's right. And you know, that's one thing. Like, I don't know. It's just I have to back up to my Uncle Norman.
Okay.
You know, so I grew up on this dead-end dirt road, and my Uncle Norman lived right across the road from me.
Yeah.
And my granddad lived on the other side of me, and so during the summer when my mom and them were going to work and stuff, I'd go over to my Uncle Norman's, and he used to have this old guitar, and it was like, you know, he showed me all the chords that he knew. And then I actually took lessons from Vernon Brown over in Cowan Falls.
How'd you break out of that mold to figure out that you wanted to be on stage? Because, dude, I have seen some of the stages you played on. There's been thousands of people. It's just a sea of heads out there. How do you break out of that?
You know, man, I would have to say the town-wide yard sale in Cowan Falls was the show that broke that seal for me. I played. My Uncle Norman finally taught me into playing in front of a live crowd. And my good buddy Jimmy Jones and John David Fleming over in Cowan Falls used to host the street dance.
Right.
And may still do. I'm not real sure, but so my Uncle Norman taught me into doing that, and it was just man, the fire was lit from that point on. You know.
Once you get it in your blood, there's no shaking it, right?
I'm telling you, man, it was something totally different, you know. Clay,
we actually, it's funny you brought that up. We have a clip from 2008, the Cowan Falls town-wide yard sale.
Wow.
And we've actually got a clip of you playing there that night.
Wow, man.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at one of the. Is this the first?
That is the first live show in front of us.
So this is where it all started, right there. Clay Page. Let's check this out. Clay Page.
Man.
Next time in October, when they have that sportsman thing, maybe we can talk them back in. If you cheer loud enough, they might come back in October with their own band and dancing girls.
Oh boy! All right.
No dancing girls. All right, y'all two ready? On your own.
That was a good lick right there at the end, man. You hit that. You nailed it.
Man.
You nailed it. Man, that song's like that.
I got to tell you a story about that video. So
Yeah.
You may or may not see it, but there's a. So before I knew what in-ear monitor systems was, I had the actual Hank Jr. track playing in one ear and what was it, a iPod Nano hooked to my belt loop, you know?
You karaokeing, buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I was karaokeing.
That is great. That is great.
Oh man, Hank Jr.
Yeah, man, when you hear that song, you just want to sing with him, don't you? Come along around close
Every time,
right?
man.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
I think back to the town-wide yard sale.
Yeah, so that's where you got to
Good
start.
stuff, dude.
That's where you got your start. That's amazing, man. That's
Yes,
really cool.
sir.
Well, you've progressed so far, you know, obviously since then. Dude, you were, okay, you're 25 now, right? You're 25. So this is 12, you were 13 years old on stage right there.
13, 14, something
Yeah.
like that, man.
You've been in the gym since then.
Oh, well.
you
know,
you
man,
were a
I
little
was
skinny kid right there on stage, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was always real self-conscious in school, man, about my size, you know.
yeah,
So I started
I don't know what that's about at all.
eating old cheeseburgers, man, and
Yeah,
lifting,
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
lifting a little bit. So, yeah, man, it's been a crazy journey, dude. I've been extremely blessed, you know, through the path of my career, and there's been a lot of good people, man, helped me along the way, and including yourself. And I've just, you know, God's always good, man. So
That's right.
I'm just excited to be here tonight with y'all, and so.
Part of who you are is old guitar slinger there. Hey, you wanna play us a tune real quick?
Let's do it,
Let's
man.
do it.
You know what? Speaking of California and being here tonight, man,
Yeah.
what about a little down home?
Down home sounds
Yeah.
great, man. Sounds great.
This song right here is one that I wrote with Adam Wright.
Okay.
And, Adam's a guy from good old Georgia boy.
Yeah.
And so before American Idol, before anything, I was on the back half of my lease on my apartment in Nashville, and I decided I was going to take a road trip up to Iowa. And so I packed Maggie's car up. I put an air mattress in it.
Yeah.
And I rode from Elberton to Nashville, stayed at my apartment in Nashville that night, and then moved from Nashville traveled from Nashville on up to Iowa. Long story short, I got back to Nashville. I told Adam Wright, I was like, dude, the Midwest, they've got a lot of corn up there. So, this is where this song comes
So
from.
there's a song in just about everything,
Exactly,
right?
it
Here we
definitely
go.
was, so.
Hey, before you get started, Clay, I do want to remind everybody that if they would like to throw a little something in the tip jar tonight, they can do that.
Yeah. So y'all got the tip jar set up.
Absolutely. Venmo, Clay-Page-3.
Wow.
PayPal, claypagegear@gmail.com. And you can go to claypagecountry.com, your website. Go to the store right there. There's tip jar set up. And, you know, when the rug gets jerked out from under good people, man, we try to help out when we can. And,
I really appreciate that.
You can see that on your screen now, all the ways to throw a little jingle in his pocket there from the on the tip jar. But yeah, man, let's hear some music. I'm ready.
Let's do it, man.
Here's Down Home.
Y'all
Clay
sing
Page.
along. Well, New York City got a shine to it. Sure am glad I finally made it through it. And the great Midwest, Lord, they grow a lot of corn. California got a lot of stars. Oh, New Orleans got a lot of bars. I feel like I've been running since I've been born. But you don't know what you're missing till this lonely road you're on. Leave you somewhere wishing you were back where you belong. Well, it's true what they say, you don't know until you're gone. There ain't no better place than home. Yeah, nobody cooks the way Mama did it. Sunday dinner, awesome, forget it. All this fast food will feel like slowing down. And you can get to about anywhere, but it don't get sweet till you get down there. Like a big city, but I love a little bitty old town. Yeah, you don't know what you're missing till this lonely road you're on. place down home. Whoa. What you're missing to this lonely road you're on leaves you somewhere wishing you were back where you belong. Well, it's true what they say, you don't know it till you're gone. There ain't no better place, yeah, there ain't no better place, there ain't no better place down.
Yes, sir. Down home.
A little down home there for you.
And that song just makes you want to go down home. I mean, it just makes you want to go back home, right?
That's it, man.
You know, the first line of that song, New York City's got a lot of shine to it, you know?
Yes,
and it does. There's a lot of things out there that sparkle and shine, man. But
yes,
I tell you what, coming home's pretty nice, too.
I'm telling you, you know, one thing I've learned about all the traveling that I've been doing the past couple of years, man, is like, I'm a junkie for that feeling of missing home.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. Like when you come home, there's no better feeling than I can remember like coming home while I had my apartment in Nashville. I can remember coming home like to Georgia every weekend, and it was just something special. Like, you know, that feeling of missing home. There's an old John Hyatt song, "Train to Birmingham."
Right.
My dad introduced me to.
Yeah.
A long time ago, and it was just one of the lines in the song was something about I just love the feel of coming home.
Do you ever get tired of people asking you about American Idol? I mean, I don't want to sit here and you know, beat a dead horse.
Not
or anything,
really. You know, one thing I have to say, man, is like television is television.
Yeah.
And music business is music business.
Right.
I mean, it's two
Kinda
totally different things.
They are, but they go hand in hand.
That's right.
I mean,
You know, they're married, but at the same time, it's two totally different things. Man.
Right.
I would take nothing for the experience, man.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. As I was telling you, I was doing a songwriter round, a thing that Patrick Raines puts on 615 Alive in Nashville. And I was playing at Lowe's Vanderbilt at a hotel, man, which is not really somewhere you go to see music during CMA week. And American Idol was evidently staying at Lowe's Vanderbilt, the hotel.
Unbelievable.
That night.
That's just like that's like God send.
Exactly,
you know, it's just
man.
like
and
a
dude,
thing
it was
meant to happen.
definitely a God thing for sure, because I had just recently lost my Uncle Norman and my granddad, and I was like, you know, dude, I was praying about it pretty heavily, and I was like, I need a sign, man, that I'm on the right track. And this opportunity just fell out of the sky. So they saw me playing at Lowe's Vanderbilt and invited me to a private audition in Atlanta, Georgia. And I was like, yeah, right, this is a scam. You know? Like, I thought it was a scam. I was like, man. So
you were waiting for them for the. You were waiting for the sales pitch where you had to pay them some sort of money, right? Yeah.
I was like, come on.
I'll give you this job if you know, give me $1,000.
Right. And you know what was crazy about the whole thing, though, Benji? I was really undecided about even taking the opportunity, man, because I've always been one of those guys, like, you know, you get out here and pay your dues, and then hard work pays off, that type thing.
Right.
So my girlfriend and I and some of my Nashville buddies were talking about it. And, you know, they were just like, you know, Maggie was telling me, she's like, anybody that knows you knows that you've been playing music for 10, 12 years, you know, live. And then, so my Nashville buddies was like, man, you take the promotion any way that you can get it. And, you know, that's where we're at in the music business.
Right.
I have to say I was a little worried to begin with, because I was like, man, they're going to make me look like this. It's just, you know, just backwoods dude that doesn't, you know, have any sense or anything. And like,
do you feel like they represented you well?
I do, man. I do. You know, the song choice was one thing that, like, I wasn't, because I got to play a lot of original material on American Idol, and that's something that a lot of folks may not realize. And I honestly think that had a lot to do with my airtime too, man, because I played a lot of original material.
Yeah.
And, you know, I always had this attitude, like, on the show, I was like, you know, if I get sent home, I'm getting sent home on an original song. And if I get sent home, there's a possibility that they'll play this song even though I'm getting sent home.
Right.
You know? But that wasn't the case. You know? So, and you know, I got to do an original song that I wrote with Rob Snyder titled "Something."
Yeah.
For the celebrity round.
Yeah.
In Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So that was pretty special to me, man. I got to do an original song, a Jamie Johnson song, and then a Thomas Rhett song.
Now,
so that was the one that aired, the Thomas Rhett song.
Now, Rob, is that Big Rob? Is that who they are seeing the Luke Combs camp? Is that
yes, sir,
same guy?
Gotcha. He is, man.
Gotcha.
He is, yes. Rob's phenomenal writer, dude.
Yeah.
Rob and I hooked up, man. At the time, Rob was hosting and may still be, he was hosting the revival round that I had been watching for years, man.
Right.
And that was another one of those big leaps for me, man, because when I got to Nashville, I was like, I got to meet this dude. I got to go see this round.
Yeah.
And it was great, man. And Rob was a super cool guy, man. And he's had a lot of success, man, over the past year or two.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's had a couple number ones,
right.
man. So
you know, once you get that number one beside your name,
right,
or you can check that
super
box.
Cool guy, man.
Man,
so
that's incredible.
Funny thing about Rob, man, when we hooked up and wrote Something, I was just telling him, you know, at the time Uncle Norman was sick and stuff back home, and I was telling him, like, dude, I'm from Elberton, Georgia. You know, Granite City, capital of the world. I've always wanted to write a song about my hometown and my Uncle Norman.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, dude, let's put it in a song. And,
yeah.
you know, for him to help shape that song into what it was, you know, he had some ideas that sort of went along with my story.
Right.
It was like we plugged them in, man.
That's
and
amazing.
That's how Something was born. So
we've
recently done a video for that thing too.
And we have a clip of it here tonight.
You got
we got a clip of Something.
Cool.
And yeah, let's take a small, quick glance at this. Here's Clay Page's Something.
Say a prayer at night, bet that morning light is gonna turn it all around and keep that head on your shoulders held high. Everything's gonna be alright. We all got something bringing us down. My Uncle Norman's down in Elberton, Georgia, on that South Carolina line. He made a living polishing granite for 33 years working nights. Outlived his wife and his 2 sons.
What a great, I mean, that is so well written. Such a well written song, man.
Thank
no
you
doubt.
so much. And like I said, Rob was co-writer on that, man, and just phenomenal dude, phenomenal writer, and just to help shape that, you know, my story into a song, man. That's what a great songwriter is.
I want to revisit, not to harp on American Idol, but you mentioned a few minutes ago that there were some songs that that didn't air.
Right.
While you were there, and it's all, you know, the magic of Hollywood editing and the whole nine there.
Right.
So one of the songs that you did and they got cut is Let It Shine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So a little backstory on that. During Hollywood Week, during group rounds, we went out there and I pretty much just stood on stage and smiled for the whole duration of the song, you know.
Yeah.
We had practiced the song. I think we over-practiced the song. It was a Sam Hunt song.
Yeah.
And I knew at that point I was going home. I was like, there's no way that I'm going home. But later, off camera, before we were announced going to Hawaii, Luke Brown told me off camera, he was like, man, he said, your original song saved you to go to Hawaii. And man, that really meant a lot to me because that was a song that I wrote back in 2013.
Wow.
That was on
that song's 7 years old now, yeah.
Right, man, that first pro album that I was telling you about, Out in the Woods. And, but I got to do that there, and it was just, what an experience, dude. I would take nothing for it. I gained a total new respect for the show. You know, when you're at home watching this stuff, you wonder how much of it is for real. And, but dude, the show is for real. The talent is real.
Right.
And the producers, the camera crew, everybody, just as we're doing here tonight, man, everybody works their butt off.
Right.
Like, and you know, you've got to respect the grind.
Absolutely.
You've got to respect the grind. So I'd take nothing for the experience, man. It was phenomenal. It was great.
Well, since your song got cut on Idol, we're gonna absolutely have it here tonight. How about
let's do it?
How about
man.
a little Let It Shine, man?
Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Here is Clay Page, and again, the tip jars are open if you want to go to Clay-Page-3 on Venmo or PayPal. You can go to claypagegear@gmail.com. And also, if you want to go over to claypagecountry.com, go to the store right there, and you can put a little jingle in his pocket there. And here's Clay Page with Let It Shine.
Let's do it, man. You said laying in my arms put you in ease. I wake up in the morning, look myself in the mirror, try to figure out just what you see in me. Baby, there's nothing that'll ever change my mind. You know you're my little light, and I'm gonna let you shine. Let it shine like the moonlight on the backwater. Starting today, I'm gonna love you just like I ought to. Let it be known that you're mine. Yeah, you're my little light, and I'm gonna let you shine. And baby, I know it's hard loving a music man, but girl, I'm learning each and every day just who you are and who I am. Baby, there's nothing that'll ever change my mind. You know you're my little light, and I'm gonna let you shine. Let it shine like the moonlight on the backwater. Starting today, I'm gonna love you just like I ought to. Let it be known that you're mine. Yeah, you're my little light, and I'm gonna let you shine. All right, man, let it shine. Man.
My man, Clay Page, man. Hey,
Thank you so much,
if you're listening or watching, I should say, I'm trained on radio. If you're watching Facebook Live right now, throw us a comment. We'd love to see where you're from. And,
again, and everybody that shares this, I'm gonna be scanning through the comments over the next 48 hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be picking a winner. I'm gonna sign this pick and date it. And somebody will be getting this pick that I used right here on the show. Dude, I had a thought. I got you a little gift, man.
you got me a present?
Yeah, I wanted to do a little something for you, man. That was some events that I had come in.
Yes, sir.
I figured make a, little 864.
Representing the 864 right here, man. Is this your new line? Can you pick this up at your online?
Yeah. So I've got those for sale on my website. Those are brand new, man. That's like this week.
Really?
So this past week.
Smells like a new book, baby.
That's right.
That's good stuff.
That's
864.
right.
Now,
So,
you've also got some, the 706.
706, yes, sir. Area code coming right up. And got a giveaway happening too, man, on some friend of mine, Kay's Naturals.
Right.
Doing a giveaway 4A.
I'm
Yes,
glad you
sir.
mentioned that.
That's right.
It just so happens we've got
I might have got into
got a
that box a little bit. But,
Yeah, K's Naturals here, man. I tell you,
yeah. So dude, little
we're
quick.
going to give it away here. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, go ahead and bust them off.
Dinner
man.
time, right?
That's right. So, K's Naturals, man. Funny story about that. I went to Ingles the other week, and I was in the protein section.
That's tasty.
It's good stuff.
That's really good
the
stuff.
Best protein snack that I've had yet. And so I sent them an email, man. Yeah, look, let me see here. Perfect. I sent them
Spilling it all over the set. Sorry for it.
I sent them a email.
Yeah.
And man, we got a box, man. So y'all
Protein
go check
rich,
them out.
the fit
Seriously,
kit, energy
they've got it
boost.
going on.
Good deal. So I'm sorry, I was too busy crunching on these. How can people win
So
something
go to
like this?
K's Naturals. You can go to my Instagram, Facebook. I've been posting about them the past few days.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, dude, I've been trying to get back on my little regimen.
Oh, yeah,
Doing
me
a
too.
lot of eating, the past few
Sure.
past few weeks, and so, dude, like I said, I had some protein snacks, man. I bought from Ingles, and
I'm literally spilling these all over, man. All right, they're not going to sit up here.
I was
There we
super blown away, man, that they sent me a box. So
Yeah.
and I've got a discount code for them too, man. They sent me a little discount code. So anybody out there watching that like protein snacks, I promise you these are the best ones
That's tasty, man.
out there. It's good, right?
And I've probably got crumbs all over me now, but
Clay Page, by the way.
all right. One of the things with this whole quarantine and all that,
Right, man.
all you want to do is sit around and eat, bro. I mean,
I've been eating like crazy, dude. These are healthy.
they are healthy.
Yeah.
I caught myself watching the 600-pound Life on TV the other day, like eating a donut. And I was sitting there and I'm thinking, all right, what wall are they going to have to knock out to crane me out of here one day when it's my turn for the episode, right?
Oh my gosh, man.
But if you eat these here, man, you don't have to worry about that, right?
Good stuff,
Yeah,
man.
French vanilla.
Dude, they're
Gluten-free, by the way.
exactly gluten-free.
So if you're a glutamus, there you go.
That's it, man. Good stuff. So
We've got another giveaway tonight.
you know what, dude? I almost forgot too. Your soup
Yeah.
reminded me. You need this
My
guy
soup?
right here too.
My suit reminded you?
Yeah. Little breezy quarters. There
Ooh,
for you.
yes, sir.
I don't know
This
if you
here.
smelled that yet, but
I don't know if y'all can. Get a picture of this here. There's a song, and I'm gonna be a little selfish here. There's a song that is one of my favorites that you've done, and it's "Lonely Highway to Georgia." Will you pick a little "Lonely Highway to Georgia"?
man.
Because I think that I think people are gonna hear this one too. And there's a really cool story behind this song, and I think maybe that's why it's one of my favorites. But so give us the lead in a little bit. "Lonely Highway to Georgia."
No kidding, Benji. I told you I was coming down the road like every weekend.
Yeah.
From Nashville to Georgia, playing gigs and stuff, And so I was in my Azusa rodeo one morning, about 1 a.m. And I was somewhere in between, I guess, Chattanooga and Atlanta, Georgia. And I was sitting in, or maybe I was between Nashville and Chattanooga. I can't quite remember. I think it was Interstate 24. And man, I was sitting there and I was like, stopped. Where it gets down to 2-lane,
Yeah.
Interstate 24, and I was stopped in traffic. And I wanted to get so mad. I've been told I tend to have a little bit of road rage.
Well, it happens. It happens.
But I was sitting there and I was like, man, I wanted to get mad because I was ready to get home. I still had, a good 5 hours ahead of me at that point.
What a
At 1
trip.
a.m. in the morning.
Oh,
Literally
man.
getting there as the sun was coming up.
Right.
But I was like, you know what? I'm going to write a song. So I pulled out my phone and I started humming this melody into my phone. And by the time I got to Atlanta, Georgia, I had this song.
Incredible.
And, I actually think there's a demo version. The very first iPhone recording of this is available on my website.
Really?
Somewhere, I do believe.
That's cool.
Man, I knew then, I was like, regardless of what becomes of this, it doesn't get any more real than this song. And literally, man, this was everything I was feeling in that moment.
Right.
1 a.m. in the morning, on my way home to Georgia. So
There you go.
This is it.
This is one of our most requested songs of yours, by the
Really?
way. No doubt. No doubt.
Well, dude, I just appreciate y'all spinning me. So this is Lonely Highway to Georgia. On the interstate, riding headlight to tailgate on into the Peach State. Because my baby's all alone and she's waiting up at home, said we got a little love to make.
like a bat out of hell crossing that Tennessee border. Yeah, I'm thinking about my baby and I'm dumb and a little crazy on a lonely highway to Georgia. I got the radio jack that big city to my back. I'm a train rolling down the track. Yeah, I'm missing out on where when it was me and my girl and my 2 dogs around the back. Like a bat out of hell crossing that Tennessee border. Yeah, I'm thinking about my baby and I'm dumb and a little crazy on a lonely highway to Georgia. Crossing that Tennessee border. Yeah, I'm thinking about my baby and I'm dumb and a little crazy on a lonely highway to Georgia. Yeah, I'm thinking about my baby and I'm dumb and a little crazy on a lonely highway to Georgia. Oh, oh yeah.
My man, Lonely Highway to Georgia. I love it.
Oh,
so
man,
catchy,
thank you so
man.
much, dude. I appreciate it,
That's
man.
as catchy as COVID, man. I tell you.
That is what kept me awake that night on the way, or that morning on the way home.
Yeah.
So by the time I got in the next morning, I picked up my guitar, and like I said, I think the very first recording of that song is available on my website.
That is so cool. That is so cool, man.
Sorry, man.
We have a
Lonely
ton
Highway.
of people that have reached out on here, every way from Indiana, I think Colorado. It's crazy, man.
Dude, I got to say this too, man. There is no other supporter better than a Clay Page supporter, man, a Clay Page fan. Because, dude, I've had people send me gifts and stuff. Just everybody's been so gracious, man, during these crazy times, and I've just been extremely blessed for it, man. So I want y'all to know that I really do appreciate every little piece of support that y'all do, man. The tips, everything. I promise you, it's felt and recognized. So I thank y'all. So
We held a little drawing or a contest, I guess, on the Square on Air Facebook page, and Urban the Country has put a awesome package together with all kinds of great stuff. And if you liked it, shared it, and all that, your name went into, I'm not real sure what this is, but there's a bunch of names in here. So I want you to pull the winner now of the Urban the Country. Yeah, drum roll, please. And we're going to go ahead and do our winner here.
So am I announcing?
Yeah, pull it out.
Miss Rachel Mourns.
Rachel
Check
Mourns.
that, make sure I said that right. Rachel Mourns, right?
It looks like Rachel Mourns to me.
There it
So
is,
Rachel
Miss
Mourns.
Rachel Mourns.
Congratulations. Yeah, she's the winner of our Urban to Country giveaway.
Too awesome.
How cool was that? Man, what a fun show this has been, man.
This has been awesome.
It's been an absolutely fun show.
I can't thank y'all enough for having me. The Square on Air, seriously, y'all have made my day, made my week, and this has been awesome. And I just can't say thank y'all to everybody watching enough, man. Seriously, I really do appreciate y'all. And Benji, I got to tell you too, man.
Yeah.
I might have a little song releasing on my birthday. So.
Oh, you do have a birthday coming up, don't you?
I do, man. May 4th. So I got a little song releasing on my birthday.
May the 4th. How about that?
Yes, sir. That's it.
Very cool. So we're gonna get a little sneak peek.
You know,
of
man,
that maybe
I'm
tonight?
thinking I might do a little something with it.
Yeah.
This song right here, man. This was. I think this is gonna be my summertime.
Summertime tunes. I love summertime
just to
tunes.
get you in the summertime mood. So I hope y'all enjoy it, man. The name of this one here is Checked Out. Summertime came a little early this year. The grass is creeping up on my old John Deere, starting to look like hay. But all that that stuff can wait. Just re-spooled a couple riding reels when we hit the ramp, baby, back it down the hill. Just put it in real slow. We got all day to flow. We're gonna head out to 72 Marine. Night crawlers, eagle claws, you and them jeans. When you slip them off, you're gonna turn me on. Rock a bottom, baby, as the crickets sing a song. Tell everyone we at the Holiday where you ain't gotta be gone by 11 a.m. You're reeling me in 2 strokes of the wind, girl. We bout to be checked out. Little sneak peek there for you.
There you go, man. You'll be able to download that.
May 4th.
May 4th.
So, I don't even think I've announced that yet, but y'all the first to hear it. Everybody tuning in on this live, y'all the first to hear.
That is so cool, man.
May 4th, be right around the corner, man.
There you go. Yeah, it will. Yeah, you're just a week or so away.
That's right. Speaking of my birthday too, man, I got something else I want to mention to you. I've been working on something with a good buddy of mine, Tom Wynn.
Yes.
And
Mr.
dude,
T. Allen Wynn.
That's right.
That's
you know,
it.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
I co-wrote 2 books with Mr. T. Allen Wynn.
Dude,
He is
such a great guy, man.
Such a great guy.
He
the
really
ultimate
is.
professional. Yeah, he's a great guy.
So, I don't know if you remember, but a few months ago when I was at the station, Tom was there, and I made a
introduced
joke.
y'all. Yeah.
Right, you introduced us,
Yeah.
but I don't know if you was there. I made a joke. I was like, hey, man, obviously, I think he maybe mentioned something about if I was ever wanting to write a book, let him know. Well, I jokingly said, I was like, I think I got enough to write a book, with. And so, long story short, man, we're about, I would say 6 to 8 months into a biography.
Wow.
On just my story, man, a little more in depth.
Yeah.
That
is so cool.
That
man.
nobody's ever heard. So that's actually today it's available for pre-order, and I'm signing all the pre-orders that come in.
Oh, Clay Page, man, it has been a blast here. Very first episode of the Square on Air, man.
This has been really fun. Square on Air, thank you so much. Benji Greeson, dude.
Yes,
I
sir.
can't thank you enough for all that you've done, man.
Yeah.
Over the years. And just, golly, Abbeville, Elberton, Georgia, everybody out here streaming, watching, man, thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate y'all. My sponsors, y'all mean the world, and none of this would be possible, with one missing link of the puzzle.
Yeah.
So,
man, you're always
I've been extremely blessed, dude, to be here tonight.
You've been always so gracious with your time, and even when you're stretched in a million directions, you'll always, give an interview and all that good stuff, man. And I just want to thank you again for coming across the river here and hanging out with us for a little while
I'm
today.
glad to be here anytime, man, and I'm ready for these restaurants to get back popping over here in Abbeville.
That's it, man. Me too. I tell you, we'll have to grab lunch one day when that does happen.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to hear a quick word from Miss Amber, and then we're going to come back and have you take us out with a song.
Sounds great.
Thank you all for watching this far. Hasn't it been great? Thank you, Clay Page, for taking the time to come and talk and play to us. If you are able, please consider donating to him either via Venmo to Clay-Page-3, that's the number 3, or on PayPal to claypagegear@gmail.com. Or you can go to his website at claypagecountry.com and donate via his online store. We hope you've enjoyed our first ever show and hope you'll tune in again next week. Please leave us a comment or send us a message about what you thought of the show and how we can improve. We come to you live every Sunday at 6 p.m. from the Square on Air's Facebook page. Rebroadcasts can be viewed via YouTube or locally on the West Carolina Tel Cable Channel every Tuesday at 9 p.m. and every Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. Now, here's Clay Page to play us out with another great tune. Thank you.
I wrote this song with my buddy, Mr. Trent Willman, and pretty special song to me. I'm standing underneath the bright light, pouring out my heart
For a moment they all make me feel like I'm some kind of star. Then the lights go down and I'm back to burning that midnight gasoline down some lonely blacktop somewhere in between. So many times I wonder why she stuck around so long for some gypsy guitar picker that ain't got nothing but a song. She could have had those picket fences, she could have lived that small town dream instead of settling for something in between. 'Cause every time I finally find a place that feels like home, I start to hear that old lost highway calling to my soul, like a live oak putting roots down in a rolling tumbleweed. Guess I'll always be, and somewhere in between.
My man, Clay Page.
Just a little
Brother, thank you
preview
so
there.
much, man. Thank you so
Benji,
much
thank
again.
you.
It's always a blast. I want to thank everybody that put all this together. Fred Engler, Stephen Marner.
Definitely. Fred, huge shout out, man.
Yeah.
Thank y'all, the crew, everybody that made this possible tonight. Y'all, everybody that streamed in, watching this thing. Again, y'all be sure to share this. I'm going to be scanning over the next 48 hours. I'm going to get you to help me out, man.
Absolutely.
Winner, but,
I got nothing else.
Somebody's getting a pick and somebody's going to get a set list too. This is going to be signed and dated. So just thank y'all so much for watching, and a lot of big stuff coming up over the next few weeks. So.
There you go. And don't forget to get some of these right here, right?
I'm telling you, man. K's Naturals, man. That's where it's at. Y'all can use my code Clay Page on that, and I'm gonna see if they ship truckloads, man.
I'm telling you, I could knock down a truckload of that.
Breezy
and of course, Breezy Quarters.
Golly.
Clay, again, it's been a blast, my friend, and can't wait to see you again. Keep on rocking, brother.
Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great week, great night.
All right. Square on air every Sunday, 6 o'clock. Catch the rebroadcast, WCTEL Television, Channel 20, Tuesdays at 9 p.m., and then Wednesdays at 12:30. That's lunch 30. Everybody love everybody. God bless. Have a good night.